Welcome to Scorp Queen Intuition. Welcome back if you are joining me again. I definitely appreciate you both. This is your mid-month check-in. Okay, so we're gonna see what is going on with you guys so far throughout the month. What has changed? What has remained the same? What do you need to know to carry you through the rest of the month? Okay, and what you can expect. All right. I'm going to start out with a spiritual spread, as I always do, but we want to always make sure we're doing and in alignment with where we need to be spiritually. And then I'll do a, general spread, but I'll pull out everything at one time to see what I see for love, career, or whatever you just need to know. Okay. So this could resonate if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus placements are in Taurus. If not, if it doesn't resonate, check your other placements, see what else you can find out. If you know a Taurus that it does resonate with, be sure to send it to them as well. Okay. This could be past, present, or future energy, right? So, first thing first, you have the fates, okay? And we have seven chakra archangel Uriel in the reverse, which is the crown chakra, okay? So, some of you guys may be feeling disconnected right now, all right? You may be feeling disconnected from divine, from spirit. You may feel like your intuition is blocked. You may feel like you don't know, understand what is like, you really don't understand why something is happening right now or what is happening. You may be trying to figure out, was it meant to be? Or, just like you're just trying to figure some things out here, okay? But something that happened was meant to happen. It was meant to happen, okay, is the fate. So this is about um not something that is meant to happen, so you can't really change it, or it was like an inevitable change, like it was something you could not do anything about, but you still question. So you may feel like there has been something that has happened that has really shifted you um, energetically or intuitively. You may feel disconnected and you're trying to figure out, why did this happen? But the divine is letting you know it was meant to happen for a reason. All right. So you have surrender, fear of change, and then you have regret. So it says the universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. Okay, and then you have regret. I know that I cannot change the past. So there's something that you guys are regretting, okay? And you're just all, I feel like you guys are always thinking, if I could go back and change it, I would. If I could go back and do what I didn't know, which is why the crown chakra is in the reverse. Or how did I not see this coming? How did I not understand this was coming to me? Why didn't I see this intuitively? Or you did ignore your intuition, one or the other. Okay, but it was meant to happen that way because it was fated. There was something that needed to happen. There could have been a change that needed to take place, or you guys didn't make the changes that was needed. And I feel like that's what you guys could regret. Maybe you could regret not changing, or the fear of changing, that you held on to something. It's like past its expiration date, and you're probably really just asking yourself why, or what was the reason? Why didn't I just do this? But it was a lesson in it. It had to happen the way it did, to maybe even bring the lesson to the other person as well as yourself. Okay. So you have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So you guys could be dealing with the Capricorn, but this is the end of a tough cycle. And this is where, in the end of this cycle, guys, I feel like you're going to understand exactly why something happened the way it did. Okay. And you have first quarter moon in Aries. Step into your power. So some of you guys could be dealing with an Aries or a Capricorn. But this is you guys stepping into your power, that Mars energy, having that fight in you to step into that energy. Okay. So let's read the messages here. So your first card says the fates. The essential meaning of this card says fate, karma, acceptance, that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. Okay. Your oracle message says the serenity prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the serenity prayer. Okay. So some of you guys, like I said, may ask why a lot. Like, why didn't, I change this? Or, why did this have to happen? Why did, but it was meant to be. It was fated. Whatever it is, the lessons, just take the lessons, that you have with it and move on. Some of you guys really are holding on to regret. Okay, you're holding on to the regrets of something here because you have not yet to understand, like, why me. It's kind of like, why me, or why did this have to happen, or why did I not see this coming? Okay, or why did I ignore my intuition? That thing. And that regret will keep you in a low vibrational energy, because you have to just accept what has been at this point, okay, and just know what you need to do now moving forward. Okay, so your oracle message says, your relationship message says, other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be, so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally, for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. Okay? Prosperity message says, your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You are being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation, seemingly thrust upon by the outside forces, but there is an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation you are unprepared for, and you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Do not fight the situation. Ride it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it, and the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish, okay? So just let things be, guys. If you need to look up that serenity prayer and keep it close to your heart so you can remember to always keep, that in mind, I suggest you do that, okay? But let's see what the crown chakra here in the reverse is. So this card reverse indicates a block in your own intuition and the potential help and power from the spirit world. Perhaps you fear opening up to the side of your life. Perhaps you fear opening up to this side of your life. Or perhaps it's just something that seems foreign or unrealistic. Either way, it's time to awaken to the beauty and power of this realm. See your crown chakra spinning in a beautiful violet or white light, and call upon Uriel's passion and power to help bring this connection into being. Once you're open to the incredible peace and power that spirit can bring, your life will never be the same. Okay? So get guidance, guys. Just be guided. Okay? Your affirmation for that is, my seventh chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. Love and inspiration from spirit and my own intuition flows fully to me now. Okay? So you guys have realized now that the beauty in letting go. Okay, you realize the beauty in letting something go. You've realized the beauty in accepting what is. Even if you don't understand why something happened, you've just realized to just allow, just go with the flow. Even if you don't see the lesson now, you may always look back and see the lesson. And they always say hindsight is 2020. So sometimes we don't see things as we're in it. We have to look back and then realize, wow, that's why that happened like that, because it was meant to lead me to here. I bet you guys can think of a time at this point in your life, if you look back, why you see why something had to happen the way it happened. But even in that moment, you couldn't see it. So you've learned to surrender to the fear of change, because like I said, I feel like that may have kept you guys stuck in a situation that has led to regret. And for some of you guys, maybe I feel like maybe resentment. Okay, because you held on to something too long, and now it's like, you want to know why did something go the way it did. um or you ignored your intuition. Maybe even not about holding on to something, but something happened, maybe due to you guys feeling like you weren't being guided, or you ignored your intuition, and now you're left with, thinking back and wondering why. So you have the end of a tough cycle approaches, so that lets you know that whatever this situation is, it's ending, and you're going to see why very soon, why something happened just the way it did. What the fate of the situation was. Step into your power. So it's definitely meant to elevate you, whatever the situation was, guys. If nothing else, it was meant to allow you to step into your next level, into your power. This person may have came along and taught you a lesson, if nothing else. Okay, so let's get some messages here. Spirit, universe, source, messages we have here for Taurus for the remainder of May. Spirit, for the remainder of May. All right, guys. Stand your ground. 7 of Wands. Guys may be in an energy of being very defensive right now, or blocking something off. You have the 2 of Cups in the reverse, spiritual union in the reverse. So definitely something has, something does not feel so divine anymore, guys. And you're trying to block yourself away from a certain situation, or you're setting boundaries when it comes to disconnecting in a situation. And that's why I said you guys are realizing that right now. It may be time for you guys to really make some changes here. And whatever changes that are needed, it is requiring you to stand your ground or block something. Okay, may have blocked a particular person, or just a relationship or love, period. That's why I say you guys are wondering, why did something happen. Like, it's like, you may feel really guarded or hurt at this point because of the situation going the way it did, and you're trying to figure out, like, so what was the whole purpose of this person coming into my life? What was the purpose of us even bonding? Just those things. Okay, and maybe you're asking the universe, like, why? Why did this happen like this? So you're learning the lesson. Okay, you have sacrifice, which is Pisces energy, okay, which is the Hangman. So a lot of perspective, a lot of changing your so Spirit is telling you to change your perspective about how you look at it. Okay, it is all about how you look at it. Yes, it was a connection that fell apart. Yes, you may have had to put your guard up or become defensive, or there was a lot of challenges or obstacles surrounding this, that you may have had to even totally disconnect from someone here. Maybe had to make a lot of sacrifices because of a situation. Um, but that's why Spirit is saying it's about your perspective and how you see it. Because you see, this is about, maybe this person made some sacrifices. You see, she's looked like she's in the mud, but what is coming from that? She's growing. She has this rainbow flowing down to her, as if she's getting the information, the knowledge, the energy, whatever it is. She had to go through the mud to get to it, right? So it's about those sacrifices. But I'm sure through her sacrifices, her perspective on it is seeing that it's worth it, seeing the end of the rainbow, seeing it come into full fruition. Okay, understanding that maybe it was meant to help you grow. Okay, so it's all about your perspective and how you choose to look at the situation. Okay, and even though a connection did not work, it was meant. It was meant to be. It was fated. Okay. The fates is also about karma, guys. So somebody may be receiving karma, okay, after a connection is done. Like you are protected, I feel like. Okay, that's why the Seven of Wands is here as well. Yep, you have triumphant success, Ace of Swords. So I definitely feel like you have some ancestors fighting your battles for you. Although you may feel like you've been disconnected, okay. You have rest and rejuvenate, Four of Swords. So I see clarity coming. I see a sense of peace coming once you guys pull back from certain things or make sacrifices. And I see a healing. I see a healing in your love. A healing could be coming within a relationship, guys. So it may be necessary for you and this person to pull back for the moment. You guys could have been fearing, like, it's like, let's say you and your person say, maybe we need to back away from each other and give each other space. Maybe it has gotten so difficult that the best thing for us to do now is to step away from each other. If that's not you completely stepping away from them, it could have been a mutual decision for both of you guys. But somebody, either way it go, whether it was mutual decision or you deciding on your own that you need to pull away, you are afraid. You may be afraid that this person is going to move on. You may be afraid that if you guys back away from each other, things are not going to come back together. I don't feel like that may be the case. Now, you guys may have a new relationship coming, but this could be you guys making the sacrifice for your relationship to have like a fresh start. Okay, so it was like things were meant to happen. Like it's meant that you guys have to go through certain trials and tribulations. Like no relationship can be strong, right, without those trials and those things that come along and test you guys, right? You don't know where someone's loyalty or real love or what sacrifices they will make for you if the relationship isn't tested. So what I do feel like it's going to bring stability. It's going to bring a sense of foundation and groundation into the relationship. But it looks like you have to be the one to set the boundaries and stand your ground. Like if this person don't seem to be getting it together, it may be meant for you to say, okay, listen, I'm giving you an ultimatum at this point. We cannot move forward in this connection if you're not willing to make those sacrifices for us. Okay, so you have to communicate that with them, make that clear. Ace of Swords is all about clarity. It's about truth. It's about communication. So maybe you are doing what you need to do, speaking what you need to do to stay, saying what you need to say, doing what you need to do to stand your ground and speak your truth. Okay, maybe you guys really need space from each other. Okay, I feel like one of you guys needs space or both of you guys really need space from each other right now. Okay, but it is going to allow you guys to start a new beginning. For those of you that you know that this is not an option of you two coming back together, then you have a new relationship starting with someone new. Okay, because the Ace of Cups definitely can be about a new love. It could be a new love starting over, like a fresh start, or it can be a brand new person. Okay, but whatever, you're getting stability, you're getting foundation, you're getting what you need in love. Okay, but you have to there's some sacrifices that you guys had to make, okay, in order to learn this here. Right, so let's see what this stand your ground is. What is Taurus having to stand their ground for, Spirit? Nine of Cups. For your happiness. Okay, that's what it's about. For your happiness. For you to have what you want. Okay, and what makes you happy. Whether your happiness has been affected for way too long. Okay, you're standing up for your own happiness, your own peace, your own sense of self-worth. Okay. Let's see, Spirit, why stand your ground here for Taurus? Stand your ground. Five of water. So things not turning out the way you'd hope, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. So yeah, you guys have gotten very defensive or guarded about something here, okay? Because it doesn't seem that it's working. You know, you had to really, or you had to block something off or put your guard up towards something because it wasn't working. And that's what hurt, okay? You know, you hope for. It says things not turning out the way you'd hope. So you did indeed want this connection. So this is why I feel like you guys have a lot of regrets, a lot of hurts. That's what make it hurt even worse, you know, when you really wanted the connection. So you're really sitting back like, why? You know, I had to block this person, disconnect. You know, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Okay. So if that's the case, guys, you got to stand your ground. All right. If this person is not giving you what you need, they're not giving you what you want, what you hope for. That's why that Nine of Cups showed itself first, because it's about wishes being fulfilled. So this person may not be matching your energy or not giving you what you need to be satisfied or fulfilled in the connection. I feel like a sense of emotional like neglect is what I'm feeling here. Like you're just feeling like this person is not matching you equally, okay, or not feeding your spirit in the connection. All right. This person may be very regretful themselves, and like maybe you've blocked this person now, and they're feeling a lot of regret at this point. Okay. Spiritual reunion in the reverse. My spiritual reunion in the reverse. Spiritual reunion in the reverse. Ace of Cups. Falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home. So I told you guys, some of you guys may be really reconnecting with this person, or after a disconnect, there's an opportunity for a new connection to start over. But I do feel like you guys, once you block someone off and you show them that you are only demanding what you're demanding from them, okay, then they're going to change. They're going to come back around. But that's why it's fated. That's why that situation was fated. It was meant to happen. Someone had to be shaken up to kind of realize what was needed to be done here, whether it was for their self or the connection. Okay. So yeah, Ace of Cups here. Spiritual union. So definitely a disconnect in a relationship, but due to this disconnect, it is allowing for a new beginning or a new connection. See what sacrifice is. Like I said, for those of you guys that know that this is just over with you and this person, you have a new person coming in. Some of you guys, the couples that have a mutual understanding that is space that's needed so we can come back together. Yeah, it's you guys know that, and you guys are going to come back together, and it was needed for the connection. Okay, sacrifice. Sacrifice here. Sacrifice here. Who sacrifice clarified by the 10 of fire, 10 of wands. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress related health concerns. So told you guys having to make some sacrifices, having to release too much. Something is too much here, and you had to make the sacrifice to let it go. You guys are making extreme sacrifices that may very well be overwhelming. A lot just going on, guys. So this is why, you know, there's an end of a tough cycle coming. This is that tough cycle. Okay, keep making the sacrifices. Keep pushing your way through that mud, through that you may feel buried, or like so much is going on right now, wherever that is in your relationship, in your career, whatever that is, because there could have been a few setbacks here. Okay, some of you guys may have very well like left your job or disconnected or had to leave your job. Some may have gotten fired here, so there could have definitely been a few things that you guys have really been going through. And this is why you're like, why did this situation happen? Or I regret that this went the way this did. Or, you know, there's been some changes that you had to make. And now maybe you regret those changes, or you regret not making those changes. Okay. because that serenity prayer is about understanding the changes that are needed to be made and that you can make, okay, and having the wisdom to know the ones that you can't change, okay, and go on with that. So you guys may be letting something go here completely because it's just too much, and you may be making certain sacrifices. So that sacrifice is letting it go. Ten of fire. It's been too much. It's overwhelming. We have to do what we have to do to just let it go for now. Okay, it's a hard sacrifice, and some of you guys, that's the sacrifice you feel like you didn't make, like you should have made. Like, I should have let this go. I should have sacrificed this connection to have something better. Okay. Why is triumphant success here? Why is triumphant success here? Ace of Swords energy, triumphant success. Some of you guys may have had to, I feel like if those of you that quit a job, you did it because it was like your integrity was being questioned, or for your own dignity. You no longer wanted to put up with something on a job, so you may have quit. Okay, so you made a major sacrifice here. Okay, why is triumphant success here? Triumphant success clarified by the Page of Fire, which is the Page of Wands. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your ingenuity and your originality. So if you guys did have to make a sacrifice by letting go of a job, you have a new offer coming in. So you're going to get some form of communication coming to you throughout the rest of May about a new opportunity. Also, guys, like I said, this is a new opportunity where someone has a better understanding in what needs to be brought into the connection. So this person is going to tell you that, you know, they see it now. They understand this situation was meant to be. Okay, it was meant for something to be let go of, and the sacrifice. This is about the amount of sacrifice you guys are willing to have to see the achievement in what you want. Okay, with much sacrifice comes much reward. If you're not making the sacrifices, you're more than likely not getting the reward. Okay, so why is rest and rejuvenate? Four of Swords here. Ace of Swords. Wow, look at that. That's the same energy. Ace of Air. Brilliant new ideas and inspiration. Seeing the truth of a situation. A challenging beginning. So when you guys take that time to take a break, pull back from something, meditate on it, contemplate, get some rest. You need a break from something or someone. Okay? That's where all your clear ideas are going to come through. Okay? So once you get some good news, guys, it's going to lead to even better. Okay? I feel like once you guys make this sacrifice, this is a sense of peace. This is also an energy of where you have so much peace and clarity that you're able to really, really think clearly at this point. Something was overwhelming you so much until it may have been consuming your headspace. So, yeah, you guys have, had to really make a sacrifice here. I feel like, especially after a connection, if it has been very difficult and very draining, you guys need a break. And that's kind of like that absence make the heart grow fonder. Okay, it's like you guys need space from one another. Okay, maybe you've just been around each other entirely too much. Okay, in Tauruses, we know we need space. Okay, and I say we because my moon is in Taurus, so we know we need space. All right. So let's see. Love begins. So this is that new beginning here. You guys definitely could have a new person after you let go of a connection and you heal and you go, you may very well have a new person coming towards you if this is not those that are rekindling their connection. All right. Why is Ace of Cups here? Why is love begins here, Spirit? Why is love begins? Why is love begins? So you have the Moon. So guys, once you guys give yourself inner space here, you're going to reopen that gateway to your intuition. Okay. You are going to have that connect. This is that spiritual connection again, within your connection as well as within yourself, because I told you guys may have very well felt disconnected or could not understand why something was happening the way it was happening. All right. So you have Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is about intuition as well. Okay. And the moon, in important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. You see that? Surrender your fear of change. So allowing something to happen, guys, so you can get the outcome that you want. That's just basically what it is, okay? And you have Seven of Earth here, which says seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. So you guys have to pause something for a minute, okay, in order to get what it is you want, or else you're going to keep running, and running it straight in the ground. Okay, so sometimes it's necessary to take a step back. It's like damage control. You guys are controlling the situation right now, okay? So you don't get yourself damaged anymore in the connection, or so you guys don't damage each other anymore. And then this is the base chakra. So this is seeds well planted, guys, so you can have a firm foundation, sense of security in the connection, okay? All right, let's see what else we got here. So whatever it is you guys needed to do it to get the outcome that you wanted or that was best for you. And my God, the sacrifices you made was hard, but you did it, okay? And you're going to be rewarded greatly for those sacrifices. You guys, this whole bottom row is amazing, okay? You have, yes, luck is on your side. I told you guys, yes. Everything is going to work out how you need it to, okay? You're just making the sacrifices. It's that expense in your energy you're having to pay to the universe, okay, to get this. All right, you have let go. Make room. Wow. Make room for the new beginnings on its way to you now. Told you. So you guys did what you needed to do by blocking yourself off, distancing yourself, pulling back. You had to let go in order to get that yes, right? You had to let go. You had to let go to get what it is you wanted exactly. You have moving at the bottom. Change of residence, moving in with your partner. So some of you guys may be moving, period, moving out, moving in. Maybe you guys are making the sacrifices to move in. You don't want to. Like you got to give up your place to try to move into their place. You don't want to do that. Could be fearing the changes. Some guys may be afraid that if you do move in with this person, they're going to change on you. Okay. Maybe they did. And maybe that's why you guys have to move or have to disconnect. Okay. The butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, growth. I told you guys. So you guys got to pull away from somebody so they can heal. Like they need to heal their childish ways, okay? And in order to do that, you know it's going to require you to pull back. You have love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. I told you guys. So you have a new opportunity. Some of you guys have a opportunity that's ending, and then you have a new opportunity while this situation right here is even trying to kind of filter its way out or balance itself. So definitely you guys have a love offer or a new beginning in your relationship happening. A lot of things happening, but it is all meant to be, Taurus. So allow it to be. All right. That was your message. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and hit that bell. Until next time.